Welcome to this channel. The channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So this is a channel for educations. This is not about selling, not about marketing my lineage or marketing me. This is an education channel. Hopefully, people be able to see what is going on in Wing Chun in Chinese culture. So they be able to proceed to grow. That is the idea. Now, since last week, to actually clarify the informations within this YouTube, I have made until now 3 YouTubes. So please watch it because there's a lot of information inside there. There are things that no longer exist in other part of the world where openly I share it with you. Now today we're going to continue on because Wing Chun belongs to a lot of people. And there are a lot of Wing Chuners who cares, who want to make a difference in their life with Wing Chun. So it is my duty as a descendant of Wing Chun from the Red Boat and Tai Ching, Hong Mun, or Chinese Freemasons, and a Chinese descendant to share with you what is the truth. One is because in Chinese, in Cantonese, there's always a saying, Yao Tao, Yao Mei, Yao Gao Doi, meaning one must see the entire thing, go through the entire thing, and being responsible. That is what my Sifu taught me. When you do things, you have to be, the entire process. You go through the beginning and until the end, and you have to responsible to tell the truth. Because when you die, the Chinese believe when they die, they're going to see their ancestor. So they have to report to their ancestors, say, am I do this or I don't do this? So that is the Chinese way, the ancient Chinese way, the old Chinese way. Today's, I don't know. Okay. However, I want to share with you this because I'm in America now. I'm American. And I know a lot of our American friends or even Europe friends will like to know this. Now, before I get into the subject for today, I want to share with you this movie. So this movie is made in Hong Kong 5 years ago, more than 5 years ago. The title is The Grandmaster. And it's talking about so many generations. Every generation is a grandmaster. And the the uh, the very popular slogan or saying in that words in that movie is this: when fake replace real, real is fake. Of course, there are many educated people, including the director of movies. They know there is a serious problem in Chinese Kung Fu today because people not be able to differentiate between reality and fantasy or folklore. So they make this YouTube, movie. Go watch it. Okay, it is pretty funny, but it is very sad. Okay, that the Chinese culture turned into this today. So that popular words here is when fake replace real, real is fake. So it is a pity that the Chinese culture end up to be like this today. The Kung Fu end up to be like this today. However, once upon a time in China, 1850, it is not this. It is for war. It is for fighting for the people, of the people, by the people. So let's start. So we need to do this when we talk about Chinese Kung Fu. Keep you and others dispute your business profit making marketing away from Wing Chun 1850. Wing Chun 1850 is the Chinese culture. It doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to the China. It belongs to all the Chinese and it belongs to all the Wing Chuners. So if anybody have a dispute with somebody or they want to have their business marketing, well, stay away from this. Okay? You want to make business? Fine. You have a dispute with somebody? Fine. But you don't mess around whatever your problem with the Chinese culture. You look at, for example, in Japan, do you think anybody will dare to screwing up with their samurai culture for their business making? So, like in Japan or in Korea, you don't mess around because people protect their culture. In China, no. For past 130 years, it is garbage in, garbage out. People don't care. That's why you end up like today. When fake replace real, real is fake. You believe that. You have this Tai Chi Jing, you can fly people. Well, when is that in the reality happen that way? It's called internal art. When is it in the reality happen that way? And then start to say, oh, this is my lineage, that your lineage. It is all this business thing. If you read history, I think in my channel here, I share with you that the Tai Chi guy start to promoting nonsense in the early 1900. So that time, the scholar Tang Hao debunked them. And also at that time, that is a physical education's professor from United States. I forgot the name. It's in my channel. Went to China and asking, "Are you serious? You guys doing this in the Chinese Kung Fu?" Uh, So this professor, yeah, I think he's from Iowa, University of Iowa. Go check on him. He's the advisor for U.S. Army at that time, military. Asking question, "Are you serious?" So this is very important. You want to do whatever you think, that's fine, but you don't touch those things. Okay, those Wing Chun 1850, those historical things. And also here, stop playing authority on Wing Chun 1850 and its Ermei connection. You don't have an inheritance as what I share in this three YouTube. You know your position. You got nothing to do with the Wing Chun 1850. You don't know. So what position are you to go there playing authority? You don't know. So we know from last time the Wing Chun 1850, which is in the anti-Qing Red Boat, who really joined the uprising and is trackable, all these people. You know that the Wing Chun is a hybrid between the Shaolin Sword Strike and the 峨眉十二桩. It is what it is. It is like, say, I am a Chinese American. Of course, I know the Chinese culture where I go through. In fact, there is a story. I want to tell you a story. A scholar, also really advanced guru in Taoist, in Buddhist meditations. His name is Nan Huaijing, passed away about decades ago, which I always mention in this channel too. So he was taught university and so forth with his student. And at that time, if I am not wrong, he is in Taiwan when this thing happened. So his student, a Chinese student in Taiwan, asking his teacher, he said, asking Nan Huaijing, uh, teacher, you know that foreign student, I think he know more Chinese culture than me because you have a lot of foreign student went to Taiwan, study Chinese culture and so forth and so forth. So Nan Huaijing told the student, you know what? He is study something. He is study some Chinese culture. You know the entire Chinese culture. So the student asked, what do you mean? So Nan Huaijing tell him, since from baby until today, you are 30 years old. You are living within the Chinese culture. Whatever you do, even you are not conscious about it, you are living in Chinese culture. That foreign student, he is good. He tried to understand Chinese culture, but he still in study Chinese culture. There's a difference that you live in that for the past 30 years or so since you were born to this world. Everyday life, everything you see every day, everything you hear, everything you study since your grade school, your kindergarten, your history and everything, all the folklore or whatever. So it's like a fish. You are living in the water and you have a human try to study how the fish live. So who knows how the fish live better? I'm saying this is because if you are not the descendant inheritance had the inheritance of the 1850s Wing Chun, what do you know anyway? These terms, that terms. So let's begin with this. So again, this guy in this thing, within this, he's talking about something really weird. Okay, in this part of his YouTube. If I'm here and I trace the Tai Chi, talk about the trace of Tai Chi cycle through the finger go out, and then it says like a lap sao or whatever. My questions to him is Tai Chi cycle, lap sao. Please, you don't know Xiu Lim Tao 1850 teaching, don't know the sticking body short strike, don't have the body and don't have the techniques. You never study, never develop the skill. So stop to play expert on Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao. Mind your own Wing Chun, will you? Whatever Wing Chun you study, don't make equivalent because you don't know. Also, as last time I proved that. I mean, even 二美十二桩, I have already proved it. So whatever you don't know, don't. It's better to learn not to talk whatever you don't know. So today I want to share with the entire Wing Chun world on this Tai Chi cycle. It is not Lap Sao. So, Tai Chi cycle. At almost the end of the Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao Part 1, it have a move this way. And then it close in. Okay? So it have this thing. So this thing is actually adapted from the 峨眉十二桩. Now in 1850 Wing Chun, this is not Lap Sao. Got nothing to do with it. So what is it got to do? Well, let me share with you. In fact, I have already made YouTube to explain that, but people never be able to listen, not be able to look, not be able to comprehend. So in this, the Wing Chun 1850 way, rising up to the challenge of the rival at this YouTube. This is how this thing was used, applied, okay? So this is like since I don't have the partner, this is like a partner, a grabber partner, get into you, want to grab you. And this is how that tracing the cycle do. You see that? That is how to striking his top of the body, the head, the neck, the nose, the ear, all this thing. Look at again. You see the hand? Okay. So to make it even clear today. So when people hugging or grappling in, your hand is at his face area. That is the techniques. That is the techniques to strike him because Wing Chun is what? Wing Chun is a female art. One part of Wing Chun is that crawling, that finger techniques. So I share with you. I open up this thing for you guys all, but promise never use it because there's a karma. Okay, I'm here, open this education channel to share with you what it is, but never use it because what you do, you will get back. One of my Buddhist teacher, okay, my Buddhist teacher, teach me Buddhism. He told me this. He said, Hendrik, you suffer this life with your diabetic. You have to do how many injection every day? You have to watch out for what you eat and so forth. And you have so many issues in health. Do you know why? Let me tell you why, he tell me. I said, why? He said, because in the past you killed too many people. And I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, even if you kill people for the righteous reason, you still suffer because what you kill outside there, you take it back for you. You're already lucky that you right now suffer, but not that much suffer. So this is the teacher my Buddhist teacher told me. So in Buddhism, we talk about the three life, the previous life and this life and next life. Whatever you got this life is from the previous life. Okay? So don't ever do it. You see that in Shaolin and so forth, it always tell you don't do it. This is for defending the people. Even the Buddha, when they practice helping people protect, he take the karma. Okay? So I share with you, but you never do it. Okay? So the the drawing of the Tai Chi circle. This is an 1850s Wing Chun. Okay? This is a circle. Is it a circle? No. This is for eye gouging. This is the entire face, the eyes and so forth. This is the eyes and the throat. This is go for the eyes or the throat. This is go for the throat or different weak place in the face. So the circling, the tracing the cycle like this, even it just show like that. That's all. That's all the techniques there. And that's why over here, because I cannot whine at you guys here on all, I just tell you about the Buddhist stuff. I You see that? I just show that to the face there. So now I show with you. Okay, you know what it is. Never ever use it. No, why do we want to go fighting, fighting, fighting? You harm other people, you're going to get it back. So this thing is from May. Remember, yesterday I showed you the book of May Zhuang. It's for healing and damaging. That's why yesterday I told you that when I heard about that book, the book which is on the 36 hand techniques for healing and the killing thing, I hop the plane, go to China and bought it. Okay? Because those are all limited editions. At that time, you don't have internet like today, eBay and blah, blah, blah. At the time, 2000 no, this is late 1980s. Okay? Or early 1990s. So who does say that circle Tai Chi cycle, trace the Tai Chi cycle is Lapsang? So again, if you don't know, don't talk about it. Then you might be questioning me. So Hendrik, are you real? For sure. All those things using all these techniques, all short strike art based on like from the Chi Chi Guang, Shaolin, short strike. Like Wing Chun, as I shared with you, Wing Chun is offspring from Shaolin short strike. All those Qi Ji Guang, Shaolin short strike related short strike art is fighting people that way, but they use different techniques in the Hermes Zhuang using this, in the Wing Chun 1850 using this Hermes techniques on top of other techniques. So I share with you. So this is the Qi Ji Guang's document. So this is the Shaolin Short Strike Classic. So we prove that the Shaolin Short Strike Classic actually is took a big part of the Qi Ji Guang writing. Okay, so Qi Ji Guang writing, Ming Dynasty, and this is the Shaolin Short Strike Classic. I want you to pay attention to this word, Hen Qiu, Zhang Kong Zhao, or this is his last name. This is his name. So his name is Zhang Henqiu. Zhang Henqiu have related to something called Mian Zhang Quan. Also, it's a short strike which is actually mentioned here in the Qi Ji Guang uh, writing, 绵章短打. So they are linked like Curson art. So like Curson art with the Southern short strike, and of course it's like the uncle Curson, the uncle of the Xiu Lian Tao 1850, because this is the parent art. Shaolin short strike is the parent art of the of Wing Chun, right? And this 绵长短打 is actually one generation on top of that. Now let's look at it. So this is Zhang Henqiu. Oh, so this is a Mian Zhang Quan, and this old Sifu is sharing on the teaching. See, everything has to be go via classic. You don't just go like this. No. Disregard who you are. You always go following the classic because you are not the guy who invented. Okay. So he do a demo. Take a look. So that's what it is. See it again. There's the norm of the short strike. When people go for you, this is not wrestling, not dry pulling. There's no rules. So for the short strike art, always the fingers. And Wing Chun 1850s have that tracing cycle. So when you do this, you need to know what it is. Of course, like in my time, Sifu Cho Hong Choi. I mean, people you teaching doing this, it will not tell you like this kind of thing. What is this? Okay, unless you are in a student. Every bit is important. That's why I call 修炼套. The essence of details training. Everything is details. So Wing Chuners, it is a deep art. It is beyond what people imaginations. And this person has been spending so much time in Wing Chun, traveling so much. Does he know? He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know that this is the way how to handle the grapple. Okay? Remember, there's no rules here. You have your weapon, I have my weapon. Okay? Now, let's get into. I want to give you a full view of a sticking body short strike and what it is. The Wing Chun today is no longer the sticking body short strike of Wing Chun 1850. There is something called Queen Low. At my time, when I trained with my Sifu, late Sifu Chong Choi, at that time, sometimes he taught me Tri Fat stuff, sometimes it's a Wing Chun stuff, different sets, because Cho family have that. If I play it wrong, I use a different Queen Low or style of fighting to play that set. Like for example, a Wing Chun Xiu Lian Tao, if I play with a Tri Fat set, Tri Fat Queen Low, I'll get smacked in my head. Do you know what is this? This is Wing Chun. This is not Tri Fat. One time, one of his students, a Honga master, today still in Southeast Asia, went upstage in a performance time, a martial art gathering, practice the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao Part 1, like the iron wire sets of Honga. Boy, that night when we go back to my Sifu's house, my Sifu Lei Chong so I get ballistic. You can ask my Si Heng. He's so pissed off saying that this is Wing Chun. You need to know Queen Lo. If you are grandmaster, you are Sifu, you better know what is Queen Lo. Or else you think other people is idiot, they don't see you, they cannot analyze you. Sifu Chong so I get ballistic. So at that time when the teaching thing, you need to look at other people's uniqueness, the style, because that's how they break you, and that's how you need to know if you want to fight somebody. Like today, you look at Xu Xiaodong, he want to fight the Wing Chun guys. He do his homework to analyze them. What type of fighting style they are using, what type of weapon, what type of angle, and so forth, before they fought them. Xu Xiaodong fought them. Watch his YouTube. That's why when he critic Wing Chun, you have to be careful. This is people analyze your Kuen Lo or your style of fighting. The ancient, I shouldn't say the ancient, up to my Sifu, I heard people talk about this. And when I go to Fat San 2017, many old timer Sifu talk about that term, but today, zero. So, Choi Lei Fat is not Honga. Honga is not Southern praying mantis. Sanda is not Baji. Wing Chun 1850 is not Wing Chun after 1870 or today's Wing Chun. So Wing Chun 1850 is not today's so-called the snake crane Wing Chun. Now, I'm not saying that the Wing Chun today is no good or so forth, so forth. I'm saying that they have different Kuen Lo. Let's look at it. Objectively, we say, okay, is apple pear? Is apple something else? We need to know, is it apple or is not apple? Is it pear or apple? Or is peach? So there is Queen Lo. Okay? Now, it is what it is based on detailed, accurate history records. History, identity, root of technical source. Like I shared with you last time, is in written identity. You know your identity. I just break the salutation to share with you. There are four elements there. The root, you know that it is from Shaolin Sword Strike. Shaolin Sword Strike is from Qi Ji Guang, and Qi Ji Guang and Wing Chun 1850, the Xiulin Tao is made by Shaolin Sword Strike with uh, uh, Mei Zhuang and the White Crane. Now, so it is not what I think my Sifu say, my lineage legends say. Say what? Like today, somebody learn a little bit from me, very superficial. Same with this guy. They say, oh, there's a Wing Chun 1700. But before 1854 or whatever, there is no Wing Chun. It's only Xiu Lim Tao. Show me records. Show me your identity. Show me your technical roots. Or else, the guy who say about Wing Chun 1850, 1870, he doesn't even know the Shaolin short strike. And this person doesn't know too. Why? Even though I love to share with people, of course, there are things I won't tell you until I know your character. That's how it is. Because there's a responsibility. And today I share it to the world. And there's a difference. So that everybody have the educations. Okay? The question is, what is Wing Chun 1850? Or what is sticking body short strike Wing Chun? Where is it derived from? How is it based on accurate history writing? So, have anybody asked up to now with all this thing, with all this making orders and orders, he says, everybody play authority on thing they don't know. Do you know what is Wing Chun 1850 in fighting? Do you know? Do you know what is it? Don't tell me you train one way, Wing Chun is training one way, you fight another way. It's crazy. That means you don't know. So these days I always ask people, so what is Wing Chun? Very simple questions. And then people start to say, oh, Tan Sao, whatever Sao. I mean, are you serious? So all those tough questions and definition is about style identifications. Why? You go to see the Chile Fat guy, Honga guy, Southern Mantis guy, the Sanda guy, the Baji guy, the MMA guy like Xi Xiaodong. People be able to analyze you. Why do you want to make a fool out of yourself? Why do you want to practice sometimes something is never useless, is never useful at all in the real life? Hand techniques. Okay. So it is about, I put all this, you thought that is like a tough question. It's not a tough question. It's about your style identifications. You need to know that. So it is not about who is better fighter or who is authority, which person has higher skill or who can beat who know more than who, off topic ego. You look at Wing Chun today in the history. Did anybody tell you about what is Wing Chun? Or everybody is my Sifu say Wing Chun is this way, you Sifu say is this say, legend say all this thing, but nobody can show you that what is the identity. Okay. Nobody can show you what is the history record, what is the root technical, but just every day. And then up to a certain point, it will be, you piss me off. Let's talk with hand, don't talk with your mouth. Well, what have you solved? So for past 130 years, you don't solve anything. It just shows people that you don't know what it is. So that's why you got the Shaolin Wang Chun people saying that Liang Zhan is not teaching the proper Shaolin Wang Chun. And here you got the people saying that is Yip Man changed the name of Wang Chun to Wing Chun. And you have White Crane guys say it doesn't matter, it's Wing Chun or Wang Chun. And then you get a guy here saying that Wing Chun is from boxing. Okay, here. Wing Chun is boxing. And you have all kinds of stuff. It's all here. You never get to the bottom of the line, say, what the heck is this going on? Okay? You want to learn judo, people define judo properly. You want to learn karate, people define karate properly. But it's not like this. That's why up to today, you cannot solve it. When people say that is Liang Zhan don't teach proper Shaolin Wang Chun, the eternal spring, you have to swallow it. Why? Because you don't know what it is. These are all hearsays. Now, let's get into the point of Wing Chun 1850, sticking body short strike. This is a Yip Man first Ip Man movie. He said that at that time, the Donnie Yen said, no, the Ip Man in the movie said that Wing Chun is our southern sticking body short strike, a type of sticking body short strike. Okay, so Wing Chun is a type of sticking short strike in the southern China or in Canton. And then this is a 贴身短打, sticking body short strike. Yip Man, this is the TV series. And then here it said that World Martial Art Series, sticking body Wing Chun, 贴身短打. So remember this term, 贴身短打, 贴身短打. You go to Google and then you say here, Wing Chun Queen, 贴身短打. Wing Chun, 贴身短打. And then it said teaching you how to sticking body and short strike. And then here right away, like this is a famous guy saying that 贴身短打, sticking body short strike. So everybody say whatever they say, but they usually doing this thing. Actually, this is a long fist. This is not a sticking body short strike. And also, if you do something like that, this is called short strike. This is not sticking body short strike. Now, so everybody create their thing. Now, so everybody know I'm a Kyokushin. Can I teach Kyokushin round kick combinations and everything in my Wing Chun class and call it Hendrik Santos Wing Chun? Well, obviously now today a lot of people do those. They learn BJJ, learn Sambo, learn this, learn that, learn kickboxing, and then they just when they fought in their they teach their student in their school they teaching that thing because Wing Chun is a concept and you fight different way. Are you serious? Can I do that? If I do that and fight Xi Xiaodong using Kyokushin to fight Xi Xiaodong, will Xi Xiaodong know that, hey man, you're not doing Wing Chun, you're doing Kyokushin. When I go to Fatsan 2017, meeting Grandmaster Chan Ganfai, who's a professional, he's from Chile Fat and all this professional guy. And when they asked me about like Grandmaster Chan Ganfai asking me about sticking body short strike, can I show my Sanda to him or my Kyokushin to him? You have to be careful. People here know about Queen Lo. People analyze you. Even Xi Xiao don't know your Queen Lo. Okay? So you need to know what you're talking about. So the first thing, so now I make a point on the Queen Lo. So here the first thing I say that you need to know your history, your identity by history record, accurate, written, okay? And then your root technical source. Like yesterday, I share with you. This is the identity in the history. I don't talk Jisim flying down to the red boat and teaching this guy, teaching that guy, and teaching this master and that master. And yet none of them have this thing. What Hong Seng Choi Lei Fat have it. So when I was here, they asked me, why do we need to respect Wing Chun? I show him this. And I say the words. Of course, old timer know who you are. And then they say, oh, we never know that in here. You know it's gone after cultural evolution. Okay? So that's your identity. I need to know who my parent is. So Wing Chun 1850, you need to know your identity. Wing Chun 1850, as what I shared last time, is from the Shaolin Sword Strike. It is fighting, it's a four-arm fighting. Your leg arm, your body arm, and your two arm. So when you're asking what is Wing Chun 1850, you're asking what is Wing Chun 1850? What is Wing Chun 1850 or what is Taking Body Sword Strike? When you go do sparring, when you go fight, this come up because you train this way, forearm. Okay? Now, again, over here I say that it has to be in writing. Accurate history writing. It's not I'm Hendrik Santo here, bullshit, and then I'm authority. I claim that I'm the student of Cho Hong Choi. Cho Hong Choi is the from Cho family, and then it's direct line to Yi Kam. I'm the fifth generations. I am the gatekeeper. So you have to listen to me. I'm the greatest, mightiest God spokesman. Bullshit. When you facing when you're facing Xi Xiaodong and you're facing all this pro, nobody care whatever you call yourself. So is this as this is I already make it here. So remember I share with you the Shaolin Sword Strike here, this Shaolin Sword Strike books. So this is the Shaolin Sword Strike book. And just read a section for you in this book, Wing Chun Matrix. Wing Chun Kun is well known to be a southern China Shaolin sword strike. The technical core of the 1850 Red Book Uprising era Wing Chun Kun or the Xiu Tao can be tracked to the 1780s Shaolin sword strike canon, this canon, which is recording the mid 1600 Shaolin sword strike. As a specific example, the Sun Sword expand and contact method in the Xiu Tao Kun Kit, okay, at every stretching and contract was clearly and accurate defined within the 1784 Shaolin short strike canon under the body torso core handling, which is preceding text from Shaolin short strike canon. One can then accurately understand the later text of the 1850s Shilin Tao Kit. Not knowing this will be missing to think extend and contract are describing arm instead of the body or senfa or the body torso core handling, which is a disaster. Well, yesterday I just shared with you that, not yesterday, day before in this YouTube, in this YouTube, in this YouTube. I just shared with you that it is a disaster when the ancient talk about the entire body and the expert, is thinking the arm and the palm. So not knowing this will mislead to think extend and contact are describing arm instead of the senfa or body torso co-handling, which is a disaster. You're talking the entire body, not about your palm and your arm. Okay? So based on that, so we know that the 1850 is based on the Shaolin sword strike. You know, you have the Kasika and like this. And of course, continue on. You're gonna ask me, How do you prove? What is the way? How is the way, Wing Chun 1855? Well, again, this is a Shaolin classic. So all this is say this. Dodge to dissipate the force which could move a mountain. Sword, shift, and shoot in to the opponent at the same instant, taking advantage of the opponent's opening. Concessions without conceding is exceptional. Always face the opponent when one dodge or turn. Now let's look at this first. Always face the opponent when one dodge of turn is the fist issue from heart. Like yesterday, I shared another one saying that you always have to keep yourself, your fist close to your heart because only that way you can change. Okay? So the Wing Chun saying fist issue from heart doesn't mean using the heart area as starting point to issue. Rather, it means one use the heart area as the pointer to aim at the intended attack direction when one keep adjusting angle. Now you can see here too, it doesn't talk about this tan sao, that tan sao, or I have to put my hand up there to sense. It doesn't. It says what? Dodge could dissipate the force which could move a mountain. Means dodge and not directly against strong incoming momentum. This is the not fighting force with force concept of Wing Chun Kün. It's a soft art. Sure, if your student is smaller than you, or your student is big guy but is in complier, you can do whatever you want. But are you serious? If your student is 100 about 50 pounds more heavier than you and 15 years or younger than you will go charge in, are you going to using your soul to sense him? No, it tell you already. Dodge could dissipate the force. You slips in like a snake. Okay? Sword shift. That's why I said sword shift and shoot into the opponent at the same instant, taking advantage of the opponent's opening. Describes the proper dodge is to dodge and shoot to the opponent at the same instant. Instead of dodge and move away. Like today, you see that people move away and then what they do? They stand there and then perform their hand techniques. This is not what it is. Or dodge and stay at the same location. This is so proper dodge is to dodge and shoot into the opponent at the same time. Instead of dodge and move away or dodge and stay at the same location. This is the proper execution of the turning force, unloading the incoming force. You dodge and you get in right away. You don't sit down there and playing with your hand techniques. Concession without conceding is exceptional. Mean one shoot in and attack at the instant one dodge, shifting and turning. That's called concess and concessions. I don't want to touch you. I just slips in. Again, this is another snake slips in. Okay? And so he said that concession without conceding is exceptional, meaning one shoot in and attack at the same instant, one dodge, shifting or turning from the attack. This is a proper proactive concept of Wing Chun Kün. Wing Chun is not passive. You come, I go in. It's like you attack a snake slips in. The snake is not going to jump back and look at you or jump sideways to look at you. No, you hit the snake with a stick, it slips in right away. So 1850s Wing Chun is no such thing as standing there, like in the Hong Kong movie, Tan Bong Fuk, those things. No. And this is real life. Notice that attack at the same instant, one dodge is proactive, making use of opponent incoming momentum and timing to shoot in at the opponent. If one dodge away from the opponent's attack and wait for the opponent's attack to be complete before counterattack, that will be always one step late in timing relative to the opponent and not taking advantage of the opponent's momentum to against opponent, thus not be able to shoot in. This will end up as one attack and one dodge away game. This is not short strike. Okay. In addition, if one turn to unload to unload the incoming attacks and stay in the same locations instead of shoot in at the same time, there's very likely to induce the opponent's second deep penetrations in post attack. It's going to continue to shoot you. Target to knock out one center axis and or take down. A Wing Chun turning horse with the center of gravity at the back leg is especially vulnerable to deep penetrations in post attack. This is what it is. So in this one line in the Shaolin short strike already tell you. Dodge to dissipate the force which could move a mountain. Sword, shift, and shoot into the opponent at the same instant, taking advantage of the opponent's opening and of course momentum too. Concession without concession is exceptional. Always face the opponent when one dodge or turn. The 拳從身法 and thing. All documented how you fight with this. It tell you how to fight. So when you talk about shoot in, so this is in the writing of Xu Lim Tao. Every contract within the south, there is hardness. Within hardness, there is salt. This is contract, the entire body contract, and then it shoot in. Okay, so this is called contract extend. This is for shoot in. Now, you look at this. Okay, again, this is a Shaolin short strike style. For example, over here it said, comfortably standing in the ready position, apply palm strike alternating with sequence. Judge the incoming attack to know when to dodge, guard, oblique, and know to take straight or side path. Stealing half step when attacked. It is important to be proficient in basic skill. Now, stealing, you see, always is dodging, and over here it said that stealing half steps. What is it? This is the plum flower, right? This is stealing half step. When your body position is like this, it's called neutral. This is called concessions. You already back. You see the front leg is in the same direction, in the same distance from his front leg. If you're doing the stealing half step, your body lean forward and you can hit his face or attack him. You see the front leg? This is in the same locations. The front leg is in the same location. This is called neutral. You both can hit each other. This is called concessions. Now your body actually shift back already. You know, like if you draw a line here, draw a line here, it both can hit each other. When in the concession, even the front leg is in the position here. Your body is already away. You have gained some distance here already. On the neutral, you are actually stand here. So he can hit you, you can hit him. But at this instant, you already distance away, your body distance away from him already. You don't walk a step, but you already concess, you shift out already. Now, the stealing half step is even this is in the same location, the body just lean forward, it gets you right away. It doesn't even have to move. It's just the entire momentum go in. So when he said this, stealing half step when attacked, meaning that you just lean in right away, shoot him, and then the footwork go boom. And for the plum flower is actually like this. Plum flower is not walking in the plum flower way. Is you look at your opponent at this as the plum flower. You see, this point is this point. This point is this point. This point is the other direction point. This point is this point, which is the forward leg of this opponent. And this point is this point. So you need to know your neutral concessions or stealing. So this is in what? This is in the neutral step. When he want to attack, he just doing stealing the half step. He can hit his face already. If he want to avoid the confrontation both side, he just go to the concessions. That is the very beginning of the plum flower footwork. It tells you how to do it really detailed, isn't it? Even though he draw like this, it tell you in details, in words, it describe for you. And if you want to do this, you want to do the shoot in half step. What if you miss? Well, there's something called recycling momentum. Again, this is in the same Shaolin classic book. This is called recycling of momentum. So this is in the part 4 of 1850 Xiulim Tao. YC1 to YC1 to YC2. Okay, YC1, YC2. That is this. That is the recycling momentum. And in the slow motion practice, it's like this. Why? Just look at it again. Just purposely slow it down, okay? Keeping doing all those recycling momentum. Why? Because when you shoot in, you might miss. Because when you doing the half steps, stealing the half step, you might miss. So you want to be able to recycling the momentum. This is in the book, in the Shaolin Classic book. This is in the Wing Chun 1850s writing. If you practice that part, it is that. You need to have that condition, or else you cannot handle your body thing. It's not a straight line. So you see here, because you need to go sticking at his body, sticking at his body. This is why he say it show you. Sticking to the opponent's body when confronting the opponent, one need to be calm. When enemy make a move, you move in, meaning that you dodge, you concess and not concessions, and you move in, you shoot into the opening, stick to the side of the enemy with one hand, if one's hand and shoulder using the body footwork to thwart the opponent, causing the opponent to be difficult to escape. So you move into or you shoot into the opponent's opening. Stick to the side of the enemy with one hand and shoulder, using the body and footwork to thwart the opponent, causing the opponent to be difficult to escape. When you get in, when you get in, That's why I told you about the sticking body. Your body have to be go in. So sticking body. So it's a sticking body short strike. That's what it is. You need have that. And then he said this at the fill in. You sticking in the hand, body, shoulder, hip, thigh, and knees need to advance as a new unit. And more important, together they all handling the stand in synchronized. The front and back hand must be mutually echoing, and the front and back feet must be mutually echoing. Well, that's what it is. So only with that you can play with this. And like Navin here, I play with him. You see that sticking in, sticking to the opponent's body when confronting the opponent. That's sticking in. See the leg, the body, the hand. Well, if you get into the situations in the real life, more dynamic, you see this. So you need to train at that close in there. You need to train at that close in for the talking. I have make a YouTube with Navin. This is 10, no, almost 10 years ago when I was young. Okay. And of course, Navin is much younger, about 13-year-old younger than me. He's about, I think I remember, he's about 50 more pounds heavier than me, about 13, 15-year-old younger than me. Okay. That is what is needed. If you don't have this, you cannot do this. You cannot do this. I mean, come on, how the hell are you going to go sticking body? How are you going to sticking body? How can you go sticking body? If you don't have the recycling momentum, how are you going to do this? You're going to play all kind of stuff here. And it become like that because in the real life, it's not a compliant. I asked Navin not to comply because this is reality. Reality is not that this technique always work. No, this entire thing, entire momentum, and just show you that this is sticking. This is what you needed. So in at this YouTube, and also when you go in, common usually people do this. This is not sticking body short strike. Okay, this is not sticking body short strike. The body is not sticking in. Okay, you can read the English subtitle. You see that it slips in right away. That's called shoot in and fill in. And when you slip fill in, of course, your leg and your body is attacking him is a forehand. It is a forearm art. It is a forearm, and that's why you are not doing this. You are not doing this and using the hand because that is not sticking body short strike. And this thing is that you open for body shots because you give them the distance. So that's what it is. You go in, your forearm go in. Okay. If you do this, you only have arm. You don't have the forearm. You don't have the leg arm. You don't have the body arm. Now you have to watch out another thing, well, which is called leg management method. You see this monk? There's a leg management part. It's well defined. Where is this from? It's here. It's here. Okay. Riding. The right monk shoot behind his opponent's legs with his thigh sticking and pressing thigh of his opponent over here. His shoulder pressing his opponent with his hand attack his opponent's waist area. So the entire stick it in. And the leg, this is called leg management. You shoot in, you get in. And of course, you need to have this thing. Your training with your heart rate zone, right? So the first thing is your chi neurosing training. The second is the fitness training or aerobic. The third is the strengthening or fighting training, which is the anaerobic. So the third one is the full accelerated impulse momentum handling, the fighting level one, fighting level two. And the aerobic is conditioning and the warm up and cool down, which is the chi neurosing, the chi neurosing. You have to have that. That is in the Xiulin Tao 1850. Okay. And then of course in today's you can use all the ISO chains to test your the strength training and everything. You need that because at this level, at this level, in the ancient people using like the rock, the lifting the rock or like the kettlebell kind of stuff. And today there's a lot of things can be used in the modern and like I use this ISO chain. Okay, using ISO chain as feedback strength training tools in Wing Chun 1850. If you want to fight here, then you better have this kind of body. If you don't have the body, you don't have the recycling momentum. You don't have that the airy joints. I just go through with you. How the hell are you going to fight like this? You train how you fight. You fight how you train. Okay. So Wing Chun in sticking to the body range. This is what it is. This is about a 9-year-old picture. Jack and Trish is really nice to help me to do this. You see the leg attacking in, the body attacking him. This elbow in, the other hand in, and it gets stick to his body. Okay, so it's just shoot in, not to playing this two hand. I mean, he's a lady. How can he stand in this range to fight Jack? How can trees fight Jack in this range? Is this long fist range? You can see that this collapse already. This punch going down is a KO. Okay. How about this? Same thing. It turn over. You got problem because your orders is opening. Okay. We don't even talk about the takedown everything. So sticking body short strike. You go in right away. You shoot him. You don't leave him any. You just force the hell out eat him. Okay. So you just look at the picture just now, that two and the sticking body, you see that why it's called a woman up. It's practically it's just it just it just destroy your center line. This is destroying your center line. The leg management, the body crushing is destroying your center line, the entire thing center gravity. Well, it's this one. You can say, well, I'm going for the center line, but does it have anything influence there? And then get it, does it have enough strength to damage him? Same thing here. Does it have any strength? Look at the picture. Look at the picture, have a feeling. Look at the picture, have the feeling. But what is this? What is this? It's a different, right? So this is how the weak defeat the bigger guy. So it is like this. The leg is going through here, the body, the two arm. It's just this. But if you don't learn, you don't know about this, you don't know. You need to train that way. Without all this thing need to be trained. Your stamina and everything. So to show this, to show this, how the shoot in and everything, for example. Okay, see this. That's shoot in. Okay, this is shoot in. Okay, that is shoot in. See again? That is shoot in. And then after you shoot in, that 14 come in. The leg attack, the body and the hand coming in. That is what it is. That is what this thing is. In the real life, it's going to shoot in and go in. No, again, it's just like this. It just follow this thing. It just no rocket science. So sieve and shoot in to the opponent at the same instant, taking advantage of the opponent's opening. Just shoot in him and take him and destroy his center line and the entire center axis. Not center line, it's the entire axis. It's the entire axis. You capture him. Okay, so you shoot in. You shoot in. That shoot in is very powerful because it's you train the recycling momentum, you go in. Even if you don't get in, you can recycle the momentum back. And then the forearm coming in. Now, when in the middle, of course, you're going to struggle. Like just now, I share with you with the well with Navin. Of course, you're going to get struggle. I mean, people is not dead. So there are two choice. You can hit him. One is using the force flow, the jing. One is using momentum. Okay, this is force flow. You slam him you just inject force flow out. This momentum, you just crush him like a billiard ball. So you have to see the difference. Okay, so at this close range, he's pressuring in, you just force flow him out. He push him. So, okay, so he push him and see what happened to his body. He just reflect the force back. Okay, he push. So he push him, he just reflect the reaction force back. Watch it for the use slower speed, you can see. And then the other one is momentum. You shoot in, you don't play with him right away, you smack him out. You just throw him out with the momentum, crush him. So you have to go through all those things I just shared with you in order to be able to fight a sticking body short strike 1850s Wing Chun. Okay, it looks simple, but there's so many training there. So now, since you see so many things already, let's look at what is presented in this thing. What is presented? What is presented here? Okay, by this guys, by this guy, this guy, okay, like this guy, where it is saying that the first time ever up to date, accurate history along with the strategy, you know, let's see what happened. So you guys all see a really snapshot of what is a sticking body short strike in the very basic. So let's see. The next is all those guys and see what they're doing. Is it a sticking body short strike or something else? Now focus not on the person. This is not to say that, oh, I'm better fighter than you, you're fighting me and all those things. No. Look at the Queen Low. I shared with you just now, right? Queen Low. Okay. So this is not mean to humiliate people, or this not mean to say I'm better, I know better than you. No, just look into the style. What are they? Is this an apple? Is this a pear? Is this a chicken? Is this a eagle? Is it a snake? Is it a dragon? Just look at this. So this guy, Gu Chuaiwa, who claimed to be the gatekeeper, the fourth generations or whatever, gatekeeper of the Chou family or the Yik Gam, Xiu Lin Tao, Red Boat, whatever. Look at how he fight. Look at how his techniques. Look at again. Is that sticking body short strike? Does it have the four? Does it have this? The leg arm, the body arm, the two arms here? Concess without concessions? Is that that? Look again. Is that sticking body short strike? The Wing Chun of the 1850, the red boat? Is that? Is that? No, I don't say he's good or bad or whatever. Say, is it? Is it sticking body short strike, tip san twin da, per definition of the ancient? How about this one? Look at his body, his leg, and his arm. Is that sticking body short strike? Is it? It is not, right? So how can he be any kind of gatekeeper or the senior inheritance from my 西宫 Chou-on and all this thing? Now look at him. Is it sticking body short strike? Is it concess without concession, suit in all those things? Sticking body short strike? Look at it. Is this? Is this? or it is something else, like today's MMA fight, those kind of thing. Look at it again. It's not right. What he's doing, his style is not sticking body, short straight, Wing Chun 1850. How about this from China? Is it sticking body, short strike? How about this? Is it sticking body, short strike? Or the body never get in? Same thing here. The leg body never get in. See, again, I want to say, you look at this, is this sticking body, short strike, Wing Chun 1850? Focus not on the person, focus on the style. The answer is no. So since the answer is no, why make this YouTube? You don't know Wing Chun 1850? Why make this kind of thing? You don't know Wing Chun 1850? So this is how it is, okay? So is it my opinion? Is it my opinion? Or everything is based on writing? Ancient writing, this is how we train it, how I learn it, how we train it, how in today's language, in today's scientific way, how I share with you what it is. It's nothing magic. It's not nothing about invincible or whatever. It's what is it? Is it apple or it is grapes or it is watermelon? So I want to leave all you with this. Here on, please don't mess around with the 1850s Wing Chun because there's an identity there. There is the type of the art is there. That is the source where it come from. All everything is clear. You can call your Wing Chun whatever and do whatever. The Wing Chun after 1700, like the snake crane Wing Chun. Is that very legit? Yeah, legit. Now there's an evolution, but there's not Wing Chun 1850. Now, if you don't know about it, don't put at it. Okay. And so saying thing like this, saying thing like this. Here, somebody said, I deeply suggest to look at the latest YouTube of Sifu Hendrik Santo. There, he explained many things that I believe are important. He said, "It's belief is important. Truth is truth." But the answer is this: unfortunately, not. He's way off, and it is best he stay out of the matter he doesn't fully understand. So who don't fully understand? So who don't fully understand? Show me by evidence. Show me by, as well as a historical accurate thing. I show you everything. It's not that I'm the king, I'm the best fighter, I'm the grandmaster, I'm the authority, I'm the god of Wing Chun. No, I just share with you. This is the writing, this is how it is, this is writing, how it is, this is writing, how it is. Then obviously you don't know. You don't understand what it is. None of you guys understand what it is. So what is the point to make that this is the like you guys know it all? Those are not Wing Chun 1850. So, as we're always saying again, the Wing Chun saying, 念头不正，中山不正. One need to have a clear mind, a mindful mind, mindfulness, a good heart, an objective, be able to see, be able to 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 investigate, to listen. The Chinese say 聪明 in Mandarin, 聪明. 聪 meaning that your eyes be able to see clearly. Sorry, 聪 meaning your ear be able to hear clearly. Ning meaning your eyes be able to see clearly. Without that, you know your entire life will be messed up. And this is again, this is not what I'm saying. This is the ancient, the teaching, the Wing Chun teaching is like that. That's the first thing. And it's a Buddhist art. Everybody say Buddhist art. So again, like this, the Dharma infinitely profound and subtle. It rarely it rarely encounter even in millions kappa. Now we are able to hear, study, and follow it. May we fully realize the Tathagata's true meaning. The Wing Chun 1850, the writing and everything is there. Yes, it's profound and it is subtle, but it's simple too if you really put time on it and to digest it and get a teacher who can teach you. There's no point to make up more things. And there's no point to attack the Wing Chun 1850s connection, the Ermei connections, where you have no idea what it is. There's a part of the Chinese history. You attack that thing, it's just very simple. Right now, for the past three, and this is the fourth YouTube, I put it in America. Tell me which grandmaster in China or worldwide today dare to stand there to support those attacks. If they support it, you know that their name going down the tube right away. Why? The historian will tell you this is the people, they damage the Chinese culture and history for their own profits. So nobody, no grandmaster will willing stand in that position. Who want their entire line, entire things of Wing Chun to go down to the tube? Like you go against the constitutions of America. Can you do that? And again, as what I say, I'm not the God spokesman, I'm not the best grandmaster, best fighter, whatever. This is what it is. But when you make a YouTube like that, because I know, maybe somebody piss you off and you don't like it, or maybe you think you know more than other people, you go through the entire China and everything. You are free to sell your product, promote your school and everything. But the Chinese history and culture and the Wing Chun 1850 is not for you to touch. You have to make that clear. And with that guy who keeping talking of the Erne and all this, like the drawing, the cycle, everything. Come on, you never learn even the 1850 修炼陶德赋. You never even learn it. So what to say? What to play authority? What to sit on the YouTube and try to like be an authority, make the judgment. This is not, this is not, this is not, this is not. The guy in San Jose, it's not this. Do you know? Do you know what is the real life? So this is what I like to share with you to all Wing Chuners. I hope whoever making the mistake change. Everybody, every human can make mistakes. This is an education channel. I share this with the world.